Mr. Pearl.
Good evening. David Pearl, school board member. I'd just like to give you a little bit of history on this warrant article. I made the motion to accept this warrant article along with 5 other warrant articles in a list, including unsettled contracts. This was back on December 4th that we accepted these warrant articles from the administration. In my view, this warrant article has never been moved to the warrant. There was no specific vote to move this warrant to the warrant article to the warrant. Just as we accepted at that time unnegotiated contracts, which we later voted on independently once those numbers were filled in, we moved those to the warrant. This was never deliberated, discussed. I have learned more about this warrant article sitting here in the audience tonight than I learned sitting on the school board. I plan to bring this up at the meeting on the 22nd, but I just want to give you a little background that in my view, this, and I'm not speaking for the merit of the warrant or not, but just the fact that I do not believe this warrant article is in fact a warrant article.
Wow. Okay, thank you. Maybe some clarification from Mr. Arago or Mrs. Lassard. Because it's a state RSA 3211 and 198 4B2, was it automatically required to put on a warrant article even without the school board's permission? Or it's not a mandate. Is it a mandate?
No, it is not.
Okay.
There are districts that have chosen not to put this
Oh,
on.
okay. So it should have gone through the school board then
It
at
did.
this point. It did. Okay, well.
Maybe.
Mr. Arago, could you, Mr. Young, do you have a comment?
No,
you want?
Mr.
You want?
Chair, I was suggesting that maybe Mr. Arago.
Mr. Arago?
I think.
Well, you're the chairman of the school board. It's a school board decision to put it on the warrant article, so I guess we're seeking some clarification on that.
Clarification on what?
On whether this warrant article has been properly processed through the school board to put this on the warrant article. And if it's not mandated by the state, that any town can decide whether to have it or not, and we just heard a claim that it was not. I guess, are you saying otherwise, or is this like, I don't think it's a concern of the budget committee at this point, although I'm reading a warrant article in here that I'm now learning that perhaps was not processed properly. I don't know. Help me out.
In my opinion, it's a legitimate warrant article.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Hyde.
I guess I'm going to ask the chairman of the school board a more pointed question. In your school board meetings, was there a vote to move this article to the warrant?
I would say yes.
You would say yes, or are you saying yes?
I would say yes.
All right, then. Thank you.
New business, warrant articles.
There's some included in your packet. Did anybody have any questions on what was included?
What's that, warrant? What are we talking about?
Yes, warrant articles.
So Karen, this is just the standard warrant right now that's not filled in you're talking about?
Correct. We don't have the numbers yet, Dave. The CPAs haven't been finalized yet, and then the budget warrant article, we put the budget committee's recommendation in there, so we have to reach for that number.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we weren't discussing any specific warrant articles.
Right.
They're all just the budget, the contract, things we have to do.
Right, right.
Just for information, or do we have to hold it?
Yeah, you should take an action. You turn your mic on. Or is it on? Sorry.
It is
Couldn't hear
me
it.
or Dr. Littlefield?
I couldn't hear it.
Oh. My voice isn't going to stay with us all night. I just asked Dr. Littlefield if this is something that is just for our information, or do we vote on the shell of the warrant articles, and he said we needed to take some sort of action, like some sort of...
Accept this as a draft.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, we also have a couple of other warrant articles that you may or may not want to consider. Those that are there, we have to do, every one of those.
Right, so we're just accepting this as a draft right now because there's no numbers in it?
Yes.
Yeah, you actually voting to include those warrant articles, and at some point in time, we'll know hopefully what those numbers are.
So I would make a motion that we include that we accept the document titled the Hooksett District Warrant Articles, State of New Hampshire, draft form as presented.
Second.
Discussion, please. There being no discussion, I will call this motion to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And then the two that...
The motion carries 4-0.